May 15th. So I'm going online right now because I just wanted a record of this. So as of today, May 15th, 2025, I just finished the first draft of my novel, the horror novel I was working on called Axe. I mentioned earlier that I was working on two different novels. Basically taking two screenplays that I wrote and adapting them into novel form. Just because I love both of these stories. There's two different stories. They're both completely different. One's a drama, a drama. It's a Latina drama with like Latin characters, and it's a wonderful story. And it was a play that I had produced years ago, back in 2011. I took the play and adapted it into a feature. So there's a feature version of it, which I hope to get made someday. But in the meantime, I'm adapting that into a book. But I was having some issues with it because it's a really intense story and it's very deep and personal. And I didn't want to rush that one because it's a story I've been working on for years. So when I hit a block, I decided to work on my horror novel, Axe, which was based on a short film I did years ago, and then I adapted that into a feature. So I took that script, sat down with it, and started finding the story and finding the beats and just sitting down and writing. So I just finished the first draft today, which is exciting, and this day is momentous because I always wanted to write a novel, and today is the first day that I actually did it. It wasn't easy, but I'm proud of myself, and I did it. So I do start filming tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna send it out to a couple people to get feedback so they can give me some ideas on what's not working, what's working, what's not working, making sure that the story is there and the flow is there. After that is done and I get their feedback, once I'm done filming over the next 2 weeks, I do a feature movie, and then I do a couple days on a commercial. Once all that is done, which will take me to the beginning of June, I plan on sitting down and working on the rewrite of this novel, because now that it's committed to paper, I could sit down and sort of flush out. There's certain beats that, like in a movie, you show a lot of things, but in a novel, you can really describe it and go into depth and like I could go into depth on like the characters and like their psyche and the things they're going through, and really get in depth on like the backstory and the story. So I want to focus on that. But oh, hello, Planes and Games. How are you? I was just saying how I was working on a novel. I just finished it. It's my very first novel, and I'm very, very, very excited. So I just decided to come online and celebrate. And I was sitting inside where it's actually about in the high 70s today. It's actually a beautiful day, but I decided to come outside and sit and just enjoy some fresh air. But I did want to jump online and just say thank you to everybody that's been following my journey, that I decided to sit down and write a novel, and I just finished it today. So I'm really, really excited because I just finished it. How many subs? I don't know, like 1,900. I need more subs. I go online all the time. I go online, I do shorts, and I do my vlog, and I post constantly on my my community page. You guys, I need more subs, and I need more thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. Please comment on past videos. Please comment on things that I post. I love engaging people. I always respond. It might take me a day or two just because if I'm filming or traveling, but I always try to respond to everything that I can. So please take the time to check it out. But yeah, so I've been vlogging about my travel journey, and I've been vlogging about my film journey. And also, which I'm much better now, but after like, the journey of dealing with the death of my mother. But now I get to journal about and vlog about my novel journey. So working on a couple of novels, just finished one today. I did the first draft of one, which I'm really excited about. I mean, it's like when I sat down to start it, it just seemed like this unobtainable goal, but I did it. It's a rough draft. It's rough. I know it needs a lot of work. What type of novels am I writing? It's funny that you should ask. So I'm doing two different ones. I just talked about it, but basically, I just did one that's horror. It's a horror themed novel. The second one I'm working on is a drama. It's actually based on a play that I had produced. It's a drama where the lead actress is an older Latina woman, and it sort of follows her life. So the fact that you're an author is kick-ass. I love that. I started writing I basically started writing at the age of 10. It was just something I've always wanted to do. And I wrote for years. I wrote for many, many years. And then when I got in the film industry, I started writing screenplays. And I wrote a lot of screenplays with my writing partner, Brantley. But then the other day, my friend Brantley sent me a novel. He's like, hey, look, I'm working on this novel based on a script that I wrote. Like, I want your feedback. I only have one published book. It's a book of poetry. It's available on my website. But this is my actually first novel. It's not published. I just finished the first draft. But I'm very, very elated because it's something I've wanted to do for years. And so I'm working on my first one. That one is done. The first draft is done. I'm still working on the second novel. So I sent the manuscript out to a couple people to give feedback. And while they're reading it and giving feedback, I will go ahead and start working on the second novel. I want to finish that one, but it's a drama. And it's a more difficult story. It's just a little more intense, a little more personal. My mother was a huge fan of the story. She went to, like, when we had the play produced, she went, we did a couple of readings of it, and sorry, my nose is itching. She went to the readings of it, so I'm dedicating the second novel to my mother, and so I really, really want to take my time with that. I want that one to be the best it can be, even for the first draft. But I just do better in horror. Horror is like my jam. I know a lot of people in the horror industry. I know a lot of horror writers and actors, filmmakers, and so I just have a better support system with horror. So I worked on that one first. So now I'll reach out to my peoples and start getting feedback. And then so like I said, I start filming for the next 2 weeks. While I'm filming, I can get feedback and stuff. And then I can sit down and I really want to finish this one. I want this one out and about so I can take the time to work on the second one. So there you go. I just wanted to jump online real quick and just say how happy I am and how grateful I am. There's a lot of people on here and in my life that have been very supportive, that have been there for me and pushed through. And like on the days, there was a couple days I got really frustrated and didn't want to continue, but my writing partner Brantley was like, bro, you got this. Don't get in your head. So I don't know, I woke up today and I was like, you know what, I knew I didn't have a lot left. I knew that I was yes, talking to other writers is great, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful because, like, I worked really, really hard on this novel. It's actually the stories that I've worked on before. And so being able to sit down with the story and really start to flesh it out and figure out is kind of exciting. And I actually look forward to going through it again and really just like really focusing on it. So like I said, I sent it out to a few of my friends. They're going to give me some feedback on it. And hopefully they'll be kind. Sorry, that's an ugly background. Let's switch over here. Hopefully they'll be kind with it and give me the feedback that I need, which I'm hitting up friends that are really good with like constructive criticism, so they're going to give me the feedback that I need, which I'm grateful for. So I will send it to them, and then they can take the next couple of weeks, even a month, to go through and give me feedback. I just need to make sure that the story is going in the direction that I want, and that it actually has a nice flow and isn't boring, and that the story is sort of flushed out. So then when I sit down and do the second draft, I'll be more concise with what I'm writing and being more focused, which I think is important. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. And then when that one's done and it's, going through publishers and stuff, I can sit down and work on the second novel, my drama. But like I said, the horror one is great. I attend a lot of horror conventions too. I know a lot of people, like I said, in the industry. So finishing the horror first is probably a better idea, because then I can send it out to all the people that I know. So that's my goal. Hoping I would love to try and finish this as much as I can by the end of summer. I think that's a realistic goal, considering the fact that we haven't hit summer yet. We're still in the tail end of spring, which means we have hotter days with cooler evenings, which I like, because summer we have hot days and hot nights. So I'm not looking forward to that. I definitely like this time of the year. So, but anyways, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that was supportive of me and followed me on this journey. This journey is just beginning, and I plan on sharing it more with you guys. I'll definitely do more lives. I'll definitely do more shorts. I'll do more community posts. So please check back, and and comment and like and subscribe and share. It means a lot because I'm just me and I'm on a journey and I'm trying to share it with you. So, all right, I gotta go celebrate, but I did want to take the time to say that I did it. I wrote my first novel.